Hello students, welcome to Web Technologies online classes, and today our concept is different types of selectors. How many types of selectors we have in the CSS? So in this session I would like to explain about the selectors. Okay, now shall I start my session? Right. CSS selectors are used to select the content. CSS selectors are used to select the content you want to style. If you want to apply a style for a text content or for any image content, for that we can use the CSS selectors. Selectors are the part of CSS rule set. Selectors are the part of CSS rule set. CSS selectors select HTML elements. CSS selectors select HTML elements according to its ID, class, type, attributes. Okay. So now in the CSS, the ID attribute, class attribute, type attribute, okay, these all are providing some importance in the CSS. Now let us understand for each and everything. There are several different types of selectors in CSS. There are several different types of selectors in CSS. And the first one is CSS element selector, CSS ID selector, CSS class selector, CSS universal selector, CSS group selector. Nothing but we have 5 selectors we have. The first one is CSS element selector. Second one is CSS ID selector. Third one is CSS class selector. Fourth one CSS universal selector. Fifth one CSS group selector. Now in this class we have to understand and we have to learn about the 5 types of selectors. So first we have to know about the CSS selector, CSS element selector. Here elements are nothing but the element selector selects the HTML element. The element selector selects the HTML elements. Till now, how many elements we have seen in the HTML? Body is one element. Because of in the HTML, we can start with the body tag. So body is one of the element. Here, carefully observe, element, tag, both are same. That is computer terminology. Okay. Tags, elements, both are same. And the body tag is also called body element. And paragraph element. Next one, italic element. Sorry. H1 is element. H1 is element. H2 is element. H3 is element. H4 is element. H5 is element. H6 is element. Like that 6 type of headings we have. Okay, so these are all are elements. HR horizontal line, that is also one of the tag, and EMG is also IMG is also one of the tag, nothing but one of the element. Okay, next font is also one of the element. Div is also one of the element. Span is also one of the element. Okay, and the next one, italic is also one of the element. Form is also one of the element, and frame is also one of the element. Frame set is also one of the element. Like that, in previous classes we have completed number of H1 tags. So each and every one tag is called an element. So here, what is the concept right now? Here what discussion is going on? CSS element selector. So element is nothing but if you want to use any element, for example, for the paragraph purpose I used p element. So now I am writing the styles for the paragraph only here. So for that, here tag name I used na. For that, here the tag name I am using. So nothing but element name I am using. So these are called element type selectors. Understand? Instead of here, I mean, this is one thing, and next one h1. H1 is one of the element, nothing but one of the selector. And for this, here I given like this. And here paragraph purpose I am using color colon green semicolon align colon center semicolon. So these true properties belongs to paragraph element. So here you can, how can you identify these are the element selector? This is element selector. Here if you use the any HTML tag instead of selector place, if you use any HTML tag, so those are called element selectors. Understand? So that is called p type element. So these two properties belongs to paragraph element. So if you use the tag instead of selector, this type of process is called element type of selectors. Okay, element types of selectors. Here I given one example, paragraph text hyphen align center color red. So how you can use that one? Style p everyone add me id para 1. Okay, for your understanding purpose, simply I am opening one notepad. I am writing one example for the element type selectors. And doc type HTML. Okay, HTML opening root tag, closing HTML is closing tag, and in the head section I am closing one head section. Title, element selector is the title. And here I am using body tag opening and body tag closing. Paragraph, and this is G Pullareddy degree and PG college. So this is one paragraph. Here two paragraphs I am using. Same I am copying and pasting. Okay, right? Now simply I created HTML program here without any CSS. Now I am saving this file on the desktop. Element type selector dot HTML. Save as type is all files. Now I am minimizing this one. This one is also I am minimizing. This one is also I am minimizing. Now I am executing this one. So all of you carefully observe. Here two paragraphs showing now without applying any styles. So now I am using element type selectors. So instead of in between head tags, after title tag, just simply I am writing one style tag. So in between these two tags, we have to write the styles. We have to write the styles. Here, for the this is called what type of program? Element type. Here, for that, the tag name I am using here. The tag name is what here? Now I want to apply the styles for the paragraph, for this entire paragraph. So for that, here applied paragraph na. So that paragraph purpose I am using properties. So that's why I use it paragraph element. P applied na. So that means paragraph applied. Okay. Element type selector, this one. Here I applied paragraph I am using here in the selector place. Color colon green semicolon and align colon center. Align colon center. So two properties I applied. For the first P tag, how should I? For the first P tag, now I am using save button. Now I am refreshing the page. Now I am refreshing the page. So green color applied. LNCENTRE. CENTRE. Sorry. Text hyphen align. The attribute name is text hyphen align. Property name is text hyphen align. CENTER. CENTER. Now I am refreshing the page. So now the two properties have applied with the green color. Text color is green color, and the text must have to align it with the center because of I given text hyphen align property. Understand? So if you apply instead of that one, about me, okay, all paragraphs applied like this. Now we have shown this one. So if you write the CSS style in between style tag in the head section, so all properties can apply, can adapt these properties. All properties is nothing but only paragraph properties. How many times I use it? So 2 times I use it here. 2 times it can adopt these properties. If you write the single time, then if you use the paragraph time multiple times, if you use 100 times also, 100 times also it can collect this information and it will execute with the while executing time. Understand? But here you need to concentrate what is the meaning of element types of selector. Here the paragraph is the element, and in the selector place we need to use the tag name without angular brackets. The tag name we need to use, then it is called element type of selector. Understand? Element type of CSS element selector, that is called. Next one, ID selector. ID selector. So here ID selector is nothing but the ID selector selects the ID attribute. The ID selector selects the ID attribute of an HTML element to select a specific element. To select a specific element. So carefully observe. Here once I use it, here 2 paragraphs I am taking. Okay. So while executing time, these two paragraphs will collect this information and execute with these properties. Okay. But now I don't want to execute all paragraphs. I don't want to execute all paragraphs with these properties. I want to execute only one paragraph. Only one paragraph. In that case, we need to use the, instead of using paragraph tag, here hashtag para1. Para1 I given. Okay. P1 or P1. Okay. By using hash symbol, if you write the like this, then here you need to give one id attribute. The first paragraph I need to apply. For the first paragraph I need to apply these styles. For the second paragraph I don't want to apply these properties. So that's why hash symbol here, some any name we have to give. Hash 1 I given na, right. So here id attribute we need to use. id attribute 1 I given. In between this, in between double quotes. Here the id attributes id attribute is playing very an important role here. So in the entire web page, if you use the id for the specific styles, for the whatever the, and because based on this this one here applied these two properties. So here applied that all properties applied into this line only, because by using id attribute it can uniquely identify by this line only. So if you use 100 paragraphs also, it cannot use, because of that is uniquely identified by the web page. In the complete website it is uniquely identified. Now I am saving this one. Here in the previous example, if you write one by using element, if you use by element selector, then all elements it can apply like that related. If you use the paragraph element, then all paragraphs it will select whatever the properties we have configured. But here I don't want to apply for all paragraphs. Here I want to apply only a single paragraph. For that uniquely id attribute we need to use. So here the name is also I can use user like this. Instead of selector place, element selector place, here I used my name, special name, by using hash symbol. So id equal to 1 I given. Here 1 I given na? So that one is also I given here. So I am giving the link from here to there. So here there is no link. For the second paragraph there is no link. I disconnected that link. Understand? Right. Now I am saving this one. Now I want to refresh the page. Then carefully observe. So two properties has not applied because of I used it wrongly. Instead of using 1 here, hash complete name I am using. I am copying this name. Control C. Now I am pasting here. Now again I am saving this one. Now I am refreshing the web page. All of you carefully see the screen. What it will happen. Why it is not reflecting anything here? Okay, I think the name cannot start with number, so that is the problem here. The name is what? X. Okay, X is enough. Here instead of this one I am removing slash symbol. X I am giving here. Now I am refreshing the page. Yeah, the property has applied for the first paragraph only. So that if the entire web page contains thousands of paragraphs, but here I applied only one ID, and remaining paragraphs I don't have to give any links for the properties, for the CSS properties. So whatever the CSS properties are uniquely identified by the hash symbol, so that one is I am linking to first paragraph. Remaining paragraphs I don't want to link, because of I don't want to represent all paragraphs with the same styles. Here I want to apply for the first paragraph. These properties can apply like this. So the name is also can copy from here to here without hash symbol in the by using ID tag. By using ID attribute you need to assign without hash symbol. But while creating CSS styles with ID selectors, so for that we can use the hash symbol. It can uniquely identify in the web page. So here for the one paragraph purpose I applied styles. Remaining paragraphs normally I should maintain in the my web page. So in that case we can use. If you haven't used an ID paragraph here, if you haven't used a hash symbol, instead of using element type of selector, if you use here, then all elements by default it will select all elements. Understand? Here unique maintenance is not possible. So that is called ID selector. That is called ID selector. Here I give an example. Carefully observe and carefully practice at your home. And next one, class selectors we have to see. class selectors. So here carefully observe. Before ID example we have here. So here same ID example again I am applying. And for the next paragraph, it cannot take. Carefully observe what it will happen. It cannot apply. So it has applied. It cannot. So it is applied. So now I don't want to apply. Okay, ID attribute is ID attribute uniquely identified by the element. The ID selector selects the ID attribute of an HTML element to select a specific element. An ID is always unique within the web page. So it is chosen to select a single or unique element. So compulsory we need to configure for only one element, that one. And for the second paragraphs, if you apply then it can applicable, but it is not an uniquely possible. Okay, nothing but in the complete web page, if you want to show some text as a unique way, so for that we can use the ID attribute. So for to assign that ID to assign for the ID attribute for the CSS properties to assign purpose ID, we need to use like this. And if you use ID attribute ID equal to X, same properties I have given here, so that if you want to maintain for the two element purpose also, it is very useful. Understand? Nothing but one complete example, one complete website you have, and Osmania University. Now I am opening one Osmania website for your understanding purpose. And here, yeah, carefully observe. Here Osmania University, the background is white color, and what here any blue colors also not applicable, only for the text purpose 3 colors they have applied. So this is unique identification because of the complete website, the name is maintaining for the unique purpose. The name is maintaining for the unique way. So in that case we can use the ID attributes. But if you use these all properties in the for the next element also, then it can applicable, no problem. But you don't use because of for this process, for this purpose only, ID attribute is very useful. The same element if you identify in the next way also, then what is the difference it will show? How can it will show the difference from normal text to university name? So that's why they are maintaining for only logo purpose and for only university name purpose, some background color, some text colors they are maintaining uniquely. So these all colors applied only for this purpose only. So for this background and for this text, for the same colors, same combination, they haven't applied at anywhere. All of you carefully observe. In this combination, there is no other element here. There is no other elements here. Okay, so like that. Next one is class attribute. The ID selector selects the ID attribute of an HTML element to select a specific element. An ID is always unique within the web page. Nothing but we are feeling if you want to represent any content with unique way, for that we can use the ID attribute. Okay, but if you use by using ID property, by using ID attribute, if you use some other property, some other place also, then it can show, it can applicable, no problem. Here we have seen nothing but for the two elements, for the two paragraphs purpose I given. Here the two paragraphs taken same alignments. The text color is background, the text color is green, the text alignment is center. So here ID attribute I have used it 2 times here, but now I don't want to use this attribute here because of uniquely first paragraph I need to represent the first paragraph uniquely in the website. So for that I remove it for the second paragraph. So simply I am refreshing. So this is the title of my website and this is my normal text here. Now understand, if you apply then it can applicable this properties also, this one. This properties also can transfer to this one also. So but to show the difference, to show the difference for the users, the website title here I am showing with the some different properties. For that ID attribute I am using. Okay. The ID selector also can start with hash symbol. Now I want to use class property, class selector. What is the definition of class selector here? The class selector selects HTML elements with a specific class attribute. It is used with a period character, nothing but a full stop character. Period character is nothing but full stop character, followed by the class name. So here, instead of using hash symbol, I am using .c. Dot is the period operator, nothing but full stop operator. Here the class name I am using. Here same paragraphs I am applying four times. Here 4 times I am using. So 2 times the same details. Background, one more property is also I am applying. Background hyphen color colon sky blue. So one more property I have assigned, and for the first property, instead of using ID attribute, class selector I am using here. Class C is my class name. Here I want to represent 2 paragraphs with my properties, more than 2 paragraphs. So that's why I configured like this by using class attribute. So now I am executing the web page. Carefully observe what it will happen. Now understand? So if you want to maintain some properties with unique way, for that, in that case we can use the class attribute. Some properties, not only single property, but by using ID attribute, you can show the some different website titles, some website images, okay, with separately, uniquely. If you want to maintain one copy, for that ID attribute is very useful. So if you don't use at anywhere extra ID attribute, okay, for one time you need to use, then only it will uniquely show the website, it will uniquely show the title of the web page, okay. But by using class attribute, if you want to show some, I mean here the menus are same maintaining na, so this is possible only class attribute, because of same background color it is applying, text color is same, icon color is same, so like that. So icon color is different, no problem, because of those are the images here. So the background color is blue, thick blue. Here the text color is white, the font is also same, universally they are maintaining. So these all properties write once, okay, but applying with different tags, applying with the different boxes with the class attribute, okay. There one time they have used, they write the code written one time, but they use it many times. But if the code written once, write in one time at your website, so that is called ID attribute, and this is called class attribute. Understand? This is called class attribute. Here I given that example also. And class can start with dot with name, class name. So that class name we need to configure with the class attribute. In between double quotes, the class name we need to configure. Here center is given, so that center name I have configured here. I have assigned with the class name. For every element, if you want to apply, then you can apply, no problem. Not only paragraph. Here I given heading also. Not only paragraph tag. For every element you can apply by using this one. H1 class, same properties I want to maintain here also. For that class name I am using here. Closing. GP or DC is the short form of our college. GP or D PGC. PGC. Now I am closing H1 tag. So in this H1 tag is also I have configured class name. Now I am refreshing the web page. Carefully observe. GP or DC, okay. So all properties applying like this. By using class name, we can apply the multiple copies of same properties. and next one CSS universal selector. So in the next class I will continue in the next class from the continuation part, and today I'm going to ending this session. I hope you enjoyed this session. You please concentrate on the selectors concept. So these many selectors you have.